What up, Satemangali, the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome to your Daily Revolution. Today's topic, I hate losing, but I hate this worse. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Look, I want to say thank you, first of all. If you're listening to my podcast, I started this podcast just a few years ago. It's been super simple. I shoot it right wherever I'm at, right on my cell phone. Right, for those of you who say, I want to start a podcast, but I don't know like what kind of mic to get and studio. Look, I'm in my truck right now. It's a Saturday night when I'm shooting this podcast, and I'm in my truck at Albertson because my wife is going to get some food. And normally I would do it, but like I'm still slow walking with the Achilles. So I just want to say thank you. I'm grateful. And if you get value from a podcast, any of the episodes, all that I ask of you, all that I'm requesting is that you share the episode with somebody. You could send it to them in a link. You could share it on social media. You could recommend it. That's all I'm asking of you. Why do I ask you to do that? Because there's a message in your daily revolution. You see, the revolution has always been about individual prosperity. Now, that word means a lot of things to people. For us, it means three things. Number one, you're not worrying about money anymore. You're not worried about money. Can you imagine a life where you're not worried about money? I mean, think about this for just a moment. How many people today, you might be one of them, like every decision is based off of whether we can afford it or not, whether that makes sense financially or not. I mean, this is reality. The majority of people today, they decide everything, where they eat, where they travel, when they travel, how they travel, where they live, where their kids go to school, whether their kids can have the new pair of shoes or play sports or can be in a play. Everything's based off of what? Money. And imagine this new way of living where you don't base it on money anymore. So that's the first part of prosperity. The second part of prosperity in this revolution, so to speak, is you're actually making a difference for people. Like you're really impacting people. And you know it. Like the work that you're doing has a deep, profound impact on someone's life. It makes a difference in their marriage, or it makes a difference in their health. It makes a difference in how they deal with problems. Right? And there's so many ways to make a difference for people. And then the third part of this prosperity, this mindset, is you're doing the thing you want to do. And I hear people all the time, Satema, I really want to go fill in the blank. I really want to go start my own business. I really want to have more money. I really want to spend more time with my children. I really want my marriage to be right. And if that's what they want, but they actually don't go do it, we got a problem. So this movement, this revolution, right? We call it the prosperity revolution, is about individual prosperity, right? It's a mindset where you're not going to worry about money more because you're going to go produce a ton more money, and you're going to utilize your gifts and talents and resources. You're going to see the world differently. You're going to see people differently. And yeah, you're going to make a lot of money because money in the revolution is a result of helping people. That's called value creation. And I won't dive deep into what the prosperity revolution is, but I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of it. And all that I ask is that you share it forward. Satema, myself, is committed to taking this message to the world, like to helping families live in prosperity, where they're not stressed about money, so they learned how to use money and how to make it and how to have their money make money. And they think differently, like money's a stewardship. Right? We're helping people to, wherever they go, to think in terms of value creation. How can I create more value today for someone? How can I make a difference? And again, it doesn't matter if it's your server at the restaurant. We just had sushi for our date night tonight. And we're sitting there, it's just me and my wife. And like we walk in, and of course, hey, Satema, hey, blah, blah, blah. They just, like, we know them. And we give them hugs, we high five them. They're like, where's the boys? Where's the three boys? Like every place we go, like I know I'm going to create maximum value. What would happen if this entire world, if everybody woke up every day and said, how do I create maximum value today? What a different world we live in, right? So you're not worried about money. You're making a difference. And then you're doing the thing you want to do. You're doing the thing you feel called to do, that your heart yearns to do. And whether that's missionary work in a third world country, whether that's charitable work for, places outside of the United States, or, looking for the cure for cancer, or helping people in wheelchairs, or coaching executives, or writing books, being a teacher. By the way, if you're a school teacher and listen to this, I love you. Thank you. I love the teachers who teach my boys. So, we come back to topic here, okay? So check this out. One day back in Philly, 4 guys wanted to sing. Just kidding. So, share the podcast, okay? Now, what's this whole podcast about, this episode specifically? I hate losing. And today we lost in our flag football game. And I'm the coach. And man, it sucks. But the cool thing is this, right? My mindset is really, look, I don't care about the losing. What I care about, ready, is this, is that you are learning. See, football games are amazing. Sports is amazing because you play a game, you lose. You play a game, you lose. But if you learn, right, then it's like losing is actually good because you can learn a lot from losing. And then when you play the teams again or you come up on the situation again, you, drumroll, win. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? And so our kids today, right, we got beat deep on the defense. I was the offensive coordinator. I switched with my boy Greg, G Money, and dude, he's awesome. And so I want to run D, and I have a lot of reasons why I want to run D. And like my safeties got beat deep after I just barely told them, don't get beat deep. Hey, check the long ball. And they're kids. We only practice once a week, and it's great, right? My son is mad. Like he's throwing. He's like about to break the truck because he's throwing. He's just so mad. And I said, son, I'm very happy that you're mad. Why? Because it lets me know that you actually have some competitiveness in you and that you want to win. So I hate losing, but what I hate worse than losing is when people don't learn. Like, you got to learn, right? You've got to learn from your losses. You've got to learn, it's the old analogy where a guy walks down a street and falls in a manhole. Next day, the same man walks down the same street and falls in the same manhole. Next day, the same man walks down the same street and looks at the manhole and says, I'm going to walk around it. And how many people right now, maybe even you're doing this, you keep falling in the same manhole. It's like having a dog, allowing the dog to poop on your carpet, and then you clean it up, and then you just are okay with it. You don't really learn. And that's what I hate. Like, losing's fun. It's going to happen. Everyone loses. But if you, learn, it's great. If you don't learn, I hate that worse than losing. Because now you've lost, and you lost for nothing, and you gain nothing from losing, and you're going to keep losing. So here's the question for you. Where in your life today, right? And when I say your life, think the big 4. The physicality, health, and fitness. The spirituality, faith, and purpose. The relationships, marriage, and family. The finances, business, job, career, money. Where in your life, think big 4, are you losing and not learning? Where you make a mistake or do something stupid or dumb, and then you don't learn and you repeat it. But I was talking to my son in the seat, and I'm talking to him about learning, right? And he got beat deep, and then he dropped the ball, and then I had to remind him of all the good things he did, and he's mad, and he's not listening. And I said, look, son, let's learn. Now, you can be mad. Look, be mad whatever time it takes, but once we're done, we're done. Let's move on. And let's make note. And when we come back to play this team again, we ought to have a much better chance, right? That's what life is about. So where in your life are you not learning? And what would it take for you to, instead of having this scarcity, survival, barely get by mindset, what if you took on the mindset of the prosperity revolution, of abundance, of possibility? What if you took on the mindset of, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to grow from this. I'm going to figure out the lessons and the gifts, right, and the divine heaven-sent blessings from this. So yes, I may be losing, but in reality, I am learning. There's too many people today in 2019 when I'm shooting this podcast, there's too many people that are not learning, right? You just keep repeating the same dumb mistakes. And if you don't learn, and you keep losing, like, you deserve to lose. And I'm not saying that if you learn once, you're going to go win the game, because in sports, look, we got some ballers, right? We got some dudes, some young kids, and the coach that we won yesterday, the dude's a stud. Like, I hate him, like, in a good way, right? He's my homie, he's my dude, he's a coach, great man, good coach. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta find a way to beat this dude. And I will, because I am learning. So what would it take for you to learn? Are you learning? Are you open? Do you have the mindset of, I'm going to learn? Again, I think about, Conor McGregor from the MMA, right? Well, what does he say? I never lose. I only learn. That's my best accent. All right, guys, that's today's podcast. My wife's coming out with shopping right now on a Saturday night. And I hope you guys have the most amazing day whenever you get this, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, morning, afternoon, or evening. And again, share this on. What would it take for you? Instead of looking at everything as losses, look at them as learning. Have an amazing day. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com. and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.